Tech Advanced. It is Sunday morning where I am, and I'm looking forward to a nice, solid 3 hours of game time with everyone today. So, should have a nice, long, productive stream and video. So, welcome aboard the Argo. And had some interesting developments. So, off camera yesterday, I succeeded in getting my first Atlas put together. I'm doing a significant rework because this was a downgraded Atlas. So I had to spend, it's going to spend about 32 days in the mech bay while we get it up to what I would consider a viable position, because we really need a fair amount of modification to make that really a good build for us. It was not the best Atlas, so I had to, it was the RS version. It's not a bad, I mean, it's still an Atlas, don't get me wrong, but it's a mech that really needed some serious work to get the most out of it. So that will be rebuilding for 32 days. We've got one more mission available on this planet before we have to travel to another planet. Alright, so we're kind of scraping the barrel as far as our mechs right now. Maybe we still have plenty for our mission. Actually, I want to wait a day. Sorry about that. I want to wait a day to get our fire starter back. That's now really our only viable scout mech. I mean, we do have other things, other mechs that can fit that role, but really the fire starter Omni is our best option for a scout mech. So, since this is a 4-skull mission, and we have a lot of mechs repairing right now, I'm just going with my top guns here. So we'll go with the Dragonfire, Thantanos, Heliopus, Grasshopper, Cataphract, Thunderbolt, and Firestarter Omni. I did also sell several of my Shadowhawks, which we weren't using anymore, for some C-bills to do all those repairs to that Atlas. Good morning to everybody. We are setting up a capture the base mission, 4-skull in the jungle. Should have 3 hours to be with you today. I'm really excited about that. Things are a little hectic around the house as we are getting closer and closer. We're now, I think, let me look at the map. Let me look at the calendar. We're now about 2.5 weeks away from a move to our new studio and new house, for that matter. So it's been a lot of packing and moving and getting stuff ready, and getting rid of stuff that we don't want, and shopping for new stuff for the new house. So it's been a real full-time project to get ready to move. Anybody who can move has moved can attest to that. Now, it does get easier and harder as you get older when you move. The easier part is that, generally speaking, most people, as they get older, just hire movers instead of doing it all themselves. That's what I'll be doing. So we can get the move done in half a day with some professionals instead of, 2 days with friends and family. Especially with COVID, we don't want to do that sort of thing. So it's best to just have a crew come in and quickly do our move for us. And then it gets harder because we're going from a house we're basically going into a house that has double the space of our current house, which means you need more stuff to fill up a house. So we have that going for us. Oh, all right. So we've got a capture the base mission here.
Welcome to the jungle, boys and girls.
We played this map yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Or it might have been Friday. Days kind of merged together. So, gotta scout the research station.
Get down to it. All right, let's get down to it.
On the way, nice and slow.
This is a 4-skull mission, so I'm hoping we'll get some good salvage before we travel. Maybe put another mech together. Ironically, I could use some lighter mechs. I could use some good scout mechs right now.
Clock. What do you want?
We're a little short-handed on the scout mech department. So we'll have to see what we can do about that.
All right, let's get down to it.
Actually, should have headed this way.
Let's get down to it.
On the way, nice and slow.
Roger. Heading out.
Use our fire starter as our scout here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it. All right,
There we go.
let's get
We've got
down to it.
Sensors on,
On the way,
target.
nice and slow.
Confirmed. Moving out.
Moving, Commander.
Kicking it vertical.
Got our fire starter out here to do some scouting.
What's up, boss?
Alright, we got a turret. Always a good idea to get rid of these turrets as quickly as possible. Alright, so we got a heavy sniper turret and we got a Gauss turret. We'll go after the Gauss turret first. It's the closest threat to our main body.
Ready, Commander.
Fortunately, we should be able to get rid of, hopefully, this Gauss turret before it can shoot at us. Not if we completely miss like that. We're not going to be able to
Whip the shot, Commander.
destroy it.
On the clock. What do you want?
I always love it when it says you have a 70% chance of hitting the target and then you completely whiff. I understand like missing slightly, but to completely miss is definitely problematic. Alright, this should take out this Gauss turret, I think. There we go. Gauss turret down.
If they really cared about this facility, they'd have more than turrets.
Alright, that sounds like, feels like another turret shooting at us.
I can't take much more of this.
You're fine, Scrub.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I love it when my pilots say, I can't take much more than this, of this.
Let's
And
make
it's
some
like,
bad decisions.
you
and
have
I
almost
see
full armor. What are you freaking out about? Alright, we've got a heavy laser turret here. Let's do a precision strike, just to make sure we make the most of this strike right here.
Let's see if I'm soaring.
Get enough missiles in here maybe to finish off this turret. No. Yeah, there's a Thunderbolt turret out there.
What do you need, Commander?
You know how much we hate Thunderbolt turrets.
Time to pour on the speed.
Alright, let's actually go for a shape charge target shot with our artillery. At this heavy sniper turret, might as well take it out at range.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love
There we
the
go.
Alpha Strike button.
Good hits there with that turret.
Static defense down, Commander.
That's the beauty of artillery.
Receiving you.
Good artillery support can make a mission so much
I copy.
easier. And this was something I only recently really came to truly appreciate. Because when you look at the artillery pieces,
One less turret.
you're like, yeah, it only does 50 damage, for example, for a thumper. But the truth is, it does a lot more
Double back.
damage
Let's go.
if you use the artillery correctly. Especially, for example, when you're shooting on one side of the map to the other. Obviously, that gives you a significant payoff.
All right, let's get down to it.
We're working ourselves down
On the way,
to the
nice and
crossing
slow.
point on this map. Ooh, I hate to put our cataphract in the spores, but it should be okay. I don't think we have any immediate threats right now. Alright, let's do a jump
Roger that.
across the river with our fire starter.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it. All right, let's get down to it.
On the way, nice and slow.
On it. Moving to position.
There should be another turret. My guess would be the turret is up here.
Move order received.
Additional forces are rallying back to the base. Expect contact. Huh. The base has gun emplacements. Really? Thank you, Darius. I love it when
I can see why people enjoy
Captain
this line
Obvious
of work.
gives us information that we already know. Oh, by the way, there's turrets. Oh, you mean the turrets that I already got shot at by, and I destroyed? Those turrets? Alright, here we go. Heavy Thunderbolt turret. We gotta get rid of this thing as quickly as we can.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, Bloody Doves, can
Bravo.
you hit the target this time? You had a big whiff last time.
Sending move.
This one, now look, he had a 25% chance of making that shot, and he made
I'm on
it
the
that
clock.
time.
What do you want?
Last time he had a 75% chance of hitting the target, and he missed. Because game.
Let's see if I'm super enough to find myself.
That Thunderbolt turret's gonna get one more shot at us.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Let's use a precision strike here. Get that hit percentage at least above 50%.
Let's see if I'm sober
Oh, that
enough
looks
to
good.
find this.
Nice hit. Nice hit there.
If
Good
they
job,
really cared
team.
about this facility, they'd have...
What do you
Good
need,
job.
Commander? Time to pour on the speed.
Yes, Commander. Roger. Commander. Position confirmed.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
We're gonna push out of this valley here because we know enemy reinforcements are on their way.
All right, let's get down to it.
We need to get out of this river basin
On the way, nice and slow.
and into a fightable area. Yes, I know
Location
we're going
confirmed.
through a spore cloud.
Moving,
We
Commander.
should be okay for a turn before
Position
the enemy
confirmed.
shows up, hopefully.
I'm picking up a new sensor
Again,
trace.
enemy contact.
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Where are the reinforcements? Oh, they're coming from this direction. Alright, so we got alright, we got some sizable forces coming in. We'll redeploy.
Roger.
Start engaging them. What do we got? We got a roughneck and a Hecton Cheres. Right, let's get a tag on that. That's not a mech I'm very familiar with. I think I fought one once
Ready, Commander.
very early on in this campaign. Alright, let's avoid this war cloud now. We've got enemies on the horizon.
Sending message.
Alright, they hit us with their light Gauss, that's fine. We could take a light Gauss shot
I'm on the clock. What do you
without
want?
too much trouble. Alright, again, we have to keep skirting around the spore cloud. Alright, we got good hit percentage on this roughneck here. And I don't really care about salvage on a roughneck, so what do? When we don't really care about salvage, sometimes it's just straight up center torso strikes.
Line up.
Nice hits there. Although that's a decent roughneck with at least 2 PPCs.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Still really not viable.
All right, let's get down to it.
Alright. Let's do a precision strike here on the leg.
What do you need, Commander?
Good hits there. Oh, our Heliopus is actually in a really good position.
On the way, nice and slow.
Nice and safe on the other side of the valley. Let's do Warlord here. Now keep in mind this is largely an energy build for the enemy. So what we want to do is use some Inferno here. Nice hit on the Thumper round as well.
Yeah. Going full throttle.
Could it be that there's only 2 enemy reinforcements here? It's possible. Seems like we should have more reinforcements though. Given that it was a 4-skull mission, we should have more firepower coming our way than just. Hopefully this is just the first 2
Ready for
that
order.
made it into our AO.
Coordinates received.
That's area of operations. And maybe the rest of the enemy lance is trailing behind this force. Could be, hopefully. I'd like more salvage than just 2 mechs here. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a 95 tonner coming in. Alright. This just got real. We got an assault class coming in. Alright.
Ready for order.
Alright, so how do we want to deal with this? Definitely want to try to get our Firestarter in a good position to be evasive and also see
Roger.
what we're up against
Full
up
speed.
here. Alright. Oh, we got a Mackie. Alright, so we got a Mackie. And we have, I think, 2 parts of a Mackie. And a Banshee. Alright, Mackie and a Banshee, huh? Alright. start working on one of the legs of this Mackie here and get a tag on it. Solid hits there.
Ready, Commander.
We're gonna need to switch things up a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our
Throttle up.
least powerful mechs work on finishing up these two forces, these two enemies here.
Sending missile.
And then we'll rotate our more powerful mechs towards those two assaults that are coming our way. But we still want to try to finish off this first enemy force as quickly as possible. So it's kind of a catch-22
I'm
here.
on the clock. What do you want?
We're gonna have to think this thing out. Alright, so we'll probably put
Let's make some bad decisions at high
our
speed.
mechs in a position where we can try to finish off this first force quickly. Let's just go for center torso strikes here. See if we can maybe finish off this heavy mech quickly here by going for the center torso.
Well, I needed salvage anyway.
Quite pan out there. Alright, he's back up. And it looks like he's going to pull back a little bit and stabilize. Take a shot at our fire starter, no problem there.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, Santanos, you need to get into some cover. Alright, you're going to keep working on that heavy. Let's see if we can just finish this guy off. There we go.
I'm legally obligated to inform you on
One
my
salvageable
kill.
part, but that's fine because we have two
What
assaults
do you
on the
need,
field
Commander?
that need to get our whole attention.
On the way, nice and
Start
slow.
moving our Heliopus across the river. Alright, we can shoot at the Roughneck, or the Mackie, or the Banshee. Alright, that Banshee looks nasty. It's got a lot of heavy rifles on it. Alright, now one thing we can do, alright, so our best target theoretically right now is to go for the Mackie here.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
Hopefully get some heat in that area. There we go. We got some splash damage on both mechs with respect to heat, which is great. Alright, we're going to push up the Grasshopper to finish off this Roughneck, just so we can get it out of our flank.
Engaging target.
Alright, solid hits there.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, you know, actually let's do the same thing with the Cataphracts.
Hey,
I
let's see
really
what
want to
the
get rid of
Banshee
this Roughneck so we can have a clear flank when we're dealing with these assaults, because these
Acknowledge.
assaults that are coming our way are no joke. A Mackie and a Banshee are definitely not something to be trifled with right now with our lance. Alright. Oh, hard hits on our fire starter there. That Banshee's got multiple heavy rifles.
Critical hit. Bad one, I think.
Alright, let's see if the Mackie does. Alright, also going after our fire starter.
I can see why people enjoy this line of
Alright,
work.
our fire starter needs to maintain evasiveness here. Alright, so
Roger.
let's do a jump to the side, trying to work our way to the rear of these enemy mechs. And let's See if we can get a tag on the Banshee. We already have a tag on the Mackie. There we go.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, and we're going to set up a base.
Moving, Commander.
Alright, so we're going to do a precision strike here on this roughneck center torso. Let's just finish off this roughneck.
Sending laser.
There we go. Now we can focus in on those two assaults
Watch over.
that are coming our way. Don't care about salvage on the roughneck.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, now
All right.
what we want to
let's
do
get
here
down to
is
it.
our advantage. We have an advantage in long range firepower on this enemy force. So let's do a precision strike here. Again, we're going to go for the leg on the Mackie here since it's already got some damage. Very solid shots on the Mackie's leg
I'm
there.
on the clock. What do you want? All right. Let's get down to it.
I'm more interested in taking the Mackie apart slowly over time. And I'm more comfortable just trying to get rid of the Banshee as quickly as possible. Because that Mackie would be a really nice gun platform.
What do you need,
for
Commander?
us. I like our Heliopis, but another 25 tons means we could take 25 tons more artillery with us, which I think would be valuable here. All right, let's hit the Banshee this time with the sniper
Heat be
artillery.
damned, I'm firing
Just trying to
everything.
get the Inferno in so it can cause heat damage to both mechs.
Good to go.
Luckily, both those targets are standing right next to each other, so artillery
Double time. Let's go.
is hitting both targets equally, causing heat issues for both targets, which is really the best situation here. Alright. We'll have the Grasshopper take some shots at the Banshee. Good news is both of these mechs are
Yeah?
suffering
do you
heat
for?
problems already. That is the real benefit that our artillery is giving to us right now. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna spam this guy.
Oh, you want some of this?
Good hits on the Banshee there. Ooh, alright, hard hit on our fire starter. That sucks. But the enemy overheated. See what the Mackie does. Oof. More hits on our fire starter.
Weapon system down.
But he overheated. So, kind of a catch-22 there.
Standing by.
So, Scrub, I need you to jump
Affirmative.
to some cover. And brace.
Ready, Commander.
Hopefully I won't have to eject you.
Moving, Commander.
Alright, now we've got targets that are overheated, so let's go after those legs with some free precision strikes as much as we want.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
The fact that the enemy overheated here gives us a
Alright,
really
let's get
great
down to
shot to make them pay. By hopefully getting some good shots in. On these legs.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Alright, there goes a leg on one of the Banshees. Or on the Banshee.
Well,
Not one of. Down he goes.
I'm on the clock.
This
What do
is
you
where the
want?
enemy's really going to pay the price for overheating. Yes, he did some damage to our fire starter, but
One attitude.
he's going to get a lot more damage from the rest of our company by being down on the ground.
What do you need,
overheated.
Commander?
Alright, speaking of that, let's move up our heliopis. Let's do a shape charge. And we'll do a precision strike, actually. Just trying to take out the last leg on this Banshee.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
Oh, we took out the engine.
That's one
not
more
what I was
bad guy
hoping
off
for.
the board.
One part.
Orders.
That is a bummer.
Move into position.
Alright, but I really want to try to get 3 parts off this Mackie. That's really the goal here.
Locked on target. Yeah?
Let's keep hitting that leg.
Ah.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Alright, Mackie's warming up again.
Aye, aye.
Alright, let's keep moving our fire starter back.
Confirm.
He can't really
Commander.
do much to help us on this mission,
Moving,
so
Commander.
push him back. Let's do a precision strike on that leg.
Sending them
Mackie. There it goes. There goes the leg. Mackie
in.
go
Delta
boom.
Commander.
Down he goes.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Let's see what we can shoot at here. Oh, we can shoot at the other leg. See if we get lucky.
Enough to line this up. Sometimes failing is important. However, this will mostly... I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Alright, same thing here. Fortunately, the center torso doesn't have any damage yet. Kind of go guns blazing into that leg.
Well, who needed salvage anyway?
What do you need, Commander?
Really
On the way,
piss.
nice and slow.
Alright, let's go with Inferno rounds and Heat rounds. And we'll do the same thing. We'll go for the leg again. Oh, ammo explosion. Oh, man. I'll bet you we only got 1 part out of that Mackie. Yep, 1 salvageable part. That sucks.
Commander.
Oh, we still have to capture the base. Alright. Alright. Everybody move in to capture the base.
Let's move.
I should have had the fire starter capturing the base since I was pulling it back
Yes,
anyways. That was a fail on my part. I forgot. For a while there, I forgot about the base completely.
I'm on the clock. What
I
do
was
you
so
want?
focused on taking out those 2 assaults.
All right, let's get down to it. All right, let's get down to it.
Got it. On my way.
Moving, Commander.
On my way.
On the way, nice and slow.
On the way, nice and
Heading
slow.
out. Be there in a jiff.
Moving, Commander.
I copy.
Alright. Mission accomplished.
Mission successful.
Nice job, everyone. Nice job indeed. Alright, decent payout here. I would have liked to have gotten more mech parts here. We're going to have to rebuild our fire starter. But what's new? Alright, so we got a Mackie part, Banshee part, a Hectolantis part, and before we take that Roughneck part, because I really don't care about that, let's see if there's anything better. 8 double heat sinks. Yeah, I would say that would be better. That would be better. Yep. 8 double heat sinks. Yep. Alright, Banshee. Alright, we got all the mech parts anyways. AC2, heavy rifle, light Gauss, 10 medium lasers, 4 PPCs, Angel ECM. Yeah, some pretty nice salvage actually. Not as good as I would like. Thanks everybody for joining us. We just finished a capture the base mission for Skulls. We're going to be doing some mech repairs and then we will be traveling to our next destination. Good news is we could probably feel pretty comfortable going to a 4 skull planet now. Alright, we need to do some mech warrior training. I've been remiss on my mech warrior training.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, there we go. We've been so busy fighting that we haven't been putting in our time
Orders.
in the training room. As you can see. Alright, there we go. Flatline.
Mech warrior training complete.
Yeah, Commander.
What do you need, Commander?
Wow. Harmony definitely needed some training time. Sorry, Harmony. I've been neglecting on your training.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Standing by, reading you.
Commander.
Same thing with you, Saberwolf.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Get you trained up.
Aye, aye.
Ready to get it on.
Scrubs. You're a full level 10 now.
Mech warrior training
Excellent.
complete.
Orders.
I'm on the clock. What do you...
Ready for orders.
Alright, let's stop in the mech bay. We gotta get some repairs ordered up here. Mainly on our fire starter here. Poor fire starter. Got wrecked. Lost both of its arms. Just gonna have to put together what we could put together on this guy. There we go. Don't have 2 ER large lasers, so we'll have to give him 1 large and 1 ER.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Alright, let's make sure the fire starter gets to the top of the list because we're going to need it when we get to our new planet. Alright, financial report is in 27 days. So we're going to a Four Skull mission now. Four Skull planet now. I think we've gotten to the point where we can handle a Four Skull planet without too much trouble. You always want to work to increase the difficulty so you don't get complacent. Whoa, all right, let's zoom in. All right, Four Skull mission. We're trying to get into the center of the inner sphere here. So let's try to find Thorn here. 25 days. We have Alcor, which is 47 days. Major mech factory on this planet, so that might be worth going, even though it's in the wrong direction a little bit. It's more of a lateral move, but there could be some good quality stuff on that planet. But before we do that, let's take a look at the mech bay, see if there's some stuff. I actually should activate this Raven now. I could use it as a scout. Let's see if there's anything before we leave this planet that would be worth buying. Money-wise, we're doing okay. So let's see. Anything that's too good for us to say no to. There's a sniper artillery. I don't know if I want to pay for sniper artillery. Usually we can pick them up. Ooh, a coolant pod. This, on the other hand, is worth buying. We're going to buy 2 of those. Make sure we get those installed. Those are a nice little enhancement for our mechs. Alright, equaling +3. Let's buy 3 of those. Plus 50% engine weight. Why would I want that? I'm sure there's a reason somebody would want an engine. I mean, I understand the benefits of the compact engine because it's less likely to have a critical hit, but the opportunity cost there. I wouldn't mind this behemoth arm. That's something we'll
New
use.
equipment available.
And this Theseus arm, we'll put that into work as well.
New equipment available.
We definitely do not need a loan. And none of this ammo looks interesting. You know what? I'll get this thunder ammo. Might as well grab that while we can. Alright, let's get back to our map. Sorry about that detour to the store. Yeah, we'll travel here 25 days.
Final command.
Alright, we got a power spike in the mid bay. It's a major relay. To replace it, I'll need to shut down everything connected to it for several hours. You'll have life support, but not much else. Let's power down. Morale decreased by 1. That hurts, but it's probably better than the
Upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Okay, so we have the high capacity power conduits fixed. Alright, let's go to engineering, see what else we can get put together Whoop. Alright. So we can power up another mech bay. We can increase the drop size. Now, I think we need to increase drop tonnage.
Sure
Yeah.
thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
That was expensive, but as we're going up in enemy threats, as we go up to a 4-skull mission, the extra tonnage will come in handy. So
That work order's complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say
Alright.
so.
Do we want to, let's go to engineering again. Should probably do something to increase morale.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
So let's do that. It's also relatively inexpensive. Really quickly, oh, we're still working on the Atlas. Alright, let's go to the mech bay. We have these coolant pods available now. Oh, and actually, shoot, I wanted to modify my Dragonfire. We're going to take this Ultra Cannon 5 off, which was just kind of a placeholder. How much Gauss ammo we have now, because that was an issue before. Yeah, we got plenty of Gauss ammo now. So I'm actually going to take off both weapons on the arms here. And we're going to go dual Gauss on the Dragonfire. Oh, it's too much. Alright, so we can do light Gauss. No, still too much. Alright. So we're going to keep the rotary AC5. Like so. Yes, I know we're over tonnage. Don't worry. I'm going to address that issue. I have a plan. Famous last words. Okay. So we're going to take off this ER large laser. And we're going to replace it with a regular medium laser. Oh man, I wish I had another ER medium laser. That still puts me a ton over. Is it worth? I don't think it is. So let's actually just adjust our armor here. This mech tends to overheat, so I just want to get
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
I think that's going to be a better combination for us on that mech. Alright, we've arrived. This will give you a warm planet.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Thanks everybody for joining us. We just ended travel to a new 4-skull planet. This is a planet that's supposed to have a large industry and a mech factory, so hopefully I'm going to find some cool stuff on here to buy. Let's check the hiring hall first, see if there's anybody that's too good. Yeah, I'm not excited about any of those pilots. Let's go to the store. See if there's anything interesting here. Oh, we could buy a spider for 6 million. Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Let's see. Heavy cannon. Huh. Does a lot of damage, but probably not very accurate. Alright, we'll go through what's in the store later. You guys are here to fight, watch some battles. So let's see. See what we have available in the mech bay. We've got everything available except for our Atlas. So we should have plenty of mechs here to have some fun. Alright, want to encourage everybody to jump into the chat room, say hello, ask any questions you might have. Is this an urban planet? Yeah, it's mostly an urban planet. Okay. It's not a big deal. Alright, let's do this Pride and Vanity mission to start out. For 3.5 skulls. It'll be a nice warm-up mission on this planet. We'll take our Dragonfire, Thanos, Heliopis, Grasshopper, Cataphract, Thunderbolt, and Firestarter. I meant to make a change there, but we'll roll with what we got. I want to encourage everyone, as I said, to stop by the chat room. Say hello, let's make some noise in the chat room and make it a party. Also, remind everybody of our giveaway. So if you give our channel a follow, you're entered into our Funko Pop giveaway, which is every month we pick a follower and they get a Funko Pop. So the more involved you are with our channel, the more entries that you get for the Funko Pop. And hey, just on cue, we just got a follow. So thank you, Maracosia38, for the follow. And you're entered into the Funko Pop giveaway. Now, the more you involve yourself with our channel, for example, if you spend time in the chat room interacting with us, you're more likely to win. If you subscribe, you're definitely more likely to win. If you, for example, help us as a moderator, you're absolutely more likely to win. We definitely want everyone to feel like they have a chance, but the more you do to interact with our channel, the more little balls you get in the hopper, so to speak, for the giveaway. I did actually come up with a way to put our followers into an Excel spreadsheet, and then we actually add points in based on your interaction with our channel, and then we do the random drawing. So it's definitely a situation where everybody who follows us has a chance to win the Funko Pop. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Got a nice group of people in the stream right now. Hopefully we can get some interaction in the chat room and make this fun for everyone. Alright, so we got some enemy units way on the other side of the map. So especially with an urban environment, you want to look at the map and figure out the most effective ways. So we have basically a harbor here, like a lake in the middle of this map. So we probably want to traverse down this road, up this road, towards the enemy targets.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
So we will do that. Let's get everybody moving in that direction.
All right, let's get down to it.
How's everybody doing this morning? It's a Sunday
On the
morning
way,
here
nice
in the
and
United
slow.
States. Hope everybody's having a good, safe weekend. Staying healthy. And avoiding the viruses. You know, it's going to be really interesting as we're, I think today is 10 days, oh no, we got 12 days until Thanksgiving. So we almost have 2 weeks until Thanksgiving. We're going to see, Thanksgiving's going to be a very different
on the
scenario,
clock. What do you
at least for us in the United States this year, because there's going to be some pretty serious restrictions on what you can do for the holiday.
On the way, nice and slow.
At least where I am, they're telling us that you really should have a Thanksgiving of no more than an hour and a half, and you should have no more than 6 guests, and those 6 guests should all come from the same 2 households.
I'm picking up a new sensor.
So
trace.
basically that
Looks like enemy
means
reinforcements.
your household and another family member's household, and that's it, theoretically. Alright, here comes some reinforcements. So we should probably engage those before we deal with the main body here. Alright, so let's sprint up our fire starter here, because I'm going to want to have him jump up next round and start getting us some locks on those enemy targets.
Ready, Commander.
And we're probably going to be setting up an ambush, hopefully, for when these guys cross into this intersection here. That's the ideal scenario.
Commander.
So we could set up a little bit of an ambush,
I'm on the
take
clock.
advantage
What do you
of
want?
the cover provided by those buildings,
Let's make some bad
force the
decisions
enemy to come to
high
where
speed.
we want them to come. Always a good way to play it.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
One thing I should mention is I'm trying to be very descriptive about my gameplay. So those of you that have played BattleTech
What do you
before,
need,
you
Commander?
might feel like, yes, I know what you're doing. You don't have to explain it. But
What do you
there
need,
are
Commander?
a very large number of people that are trying BattleTech Advanced
Time to pour on the speed.
for the first time right now, and I get questions all the time, either off camera or on camera, about why I'm doing certain things.
I copy.
So I'm trying to support new users of this mod by being very descriptive of everything that I'm doing.
Good to
So those of you that have played this game before, you might find my comments a little
Roger that.
repetitive,
Full speed.
or maybe you'll learn some new things. But new players of BattleTech Advanced, I really want you to understand some of the things that I'm doing. Alright, that reinforcement force is slowly moving in. It's all 60 tonners. That is so crazy. I can't remember when I saw a lance of 4 mechs that all had the same tonnage. Alright, we got another 75 tonner. Not too much he could do. He's probably going to try to flank us here across this this lake. Oh, now we got another 60 tonner
I see why
coming
people
in.
enjoy
So,
this line of work.
alright, let's try to figure this out. What can we do to make the most of this situation? Alright, so we're going to jump up with our fire starter. Let's see what we're up against here. We got a hostile. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate every follow. So we got hostile, a dragon, a quick draw, and a rifleman. Alright, probably the biggest threat here, if there is a big threat, would be the rifleman. So we're going to get a
Target confirmed.
shot at the rifleman here, and we're going to put a tag on it, which is very important for the other mechs in our lance, because they'll have an increased chance of hitting that target for 4 turns. Alright, so we've got this 75 tonner here. It looks like it's trying to flank us. So I'm going to take my Thunderbolt, and I'm going to detail my Thunderbolt to keep that 75 tonner busy. That's an Orion. Okay. So let's try to keep that Orion busy while we focus on destroying the other enemy force. We don't want this Orion to get into our rear by going across this river uncontested, or this lake uncontested. Alright, let's push up here with our dragon fire. We're setting up basically a battle line here. Alright, we got a quick draw here. I don't really care about salvage on a quick draw. So whenever I don't care about salvage, I just go for center torso precision strikes and try to get the enemy off the field as quickly as possible. Alright, some good hits there. Good damage to the center torso on the quick draw.
We needed salvage anyways.
Especially when you're outnumbered and there's an enemy that you don't really care about, try to get it off of the field as quickly as possible. So again, we have a precision strike available. We're going to do another center torso strike. And just see if we can get this enemy quick draw off the field. There we go. There goes that quick draw. So now, not only does that quick draw not be is no longer a threat to us, but it was also giving vision to our lance to other enemies. So getting that enemy off the field helps us two ways. Right, they're going after our fire starter there. Not too bad because it was evasive. But we're going to have to keep that fire starter jumping every time. Alright, now here comes our artillery. Now our
Time to pour on the
artillery
speed.
is probably the least understood and least used item here, but it can cause significant damage to the enemy. So what we're doing here, we have Inferno artillery, which is going to create, you'll see what it does. But the beauty of this is, if I create Inferno effect here, that means all those enemies that go down this road here are going to be impacted by that. So it doesn't just hurt this mech, but if these mechs walk down this road, they're also going to be impacted by that. Hey Santa Claus, quickest way to kill is to remove the cockpit. Yeah, that's absolutely true, Santa Claus, but the challenge is the hit percent for hitting the cockpit is much lower than hitting the center torso. So if I want to get salvage on an enemy, I will go for the cockpit. But if I don't care about it, I'll just go for the center torso just to get the enemy off the field. But really glad to have you back here in the chat room. Right, so as I was saying, let's get some Inferno on this rifleman.
Is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love the Alpha Strike button.
As you can see, we already caused a lot of heat damage to that rifleman. But any enemy mech that goes through that fireball is going to suffer damage as well. And alright, our fire starter took some shots there, but we're doing okay.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, what do I want to do here? I think we're actually doing okay. So I'm actually going to detail this other grasshopper to go help with that Orion.
Got it.
So we're going to have 2 against 1. And we're going to really try to keep this Orion from flanking us. And I think we have enough firepower to deal with the enemies that are coming through. Especially since... Alright, so Quick Draw jumped on top of a building. Taking shots at our Firestarter Omni. That's okay. It's still evasive, so we're fine. As long as that building doesn't crash down.
Receiving you.
Alright, Cataphract. Alright. So this is one of my favorite things to do. Alright, so whenever the enemy is on top of a building, you can see, watch. If I target this quick draw, hit percent chance is low. However, if I target this building that it's on, hit per chance is high, correct? So what we're going to do is we're going to do some multi-target here. We're going to target the building with our Gauss rifle. And we're going to send every other shot after the quick draw. But we're going to time it So watch what happens here. We're going to hit the building. Oh, we missed the building. I don't know how we missed the building. Alright, I'll have to show you what to do, what I meant to do later. Alright, that was a fail.
Crap.
Oh, great.
Going down.
Alright. Our fire starter just got the effect that I was trying to do on that quick
Losing
drop.
armor left and right here.
It just suffered some fall damage, but that's okay. Alright, so the enemy also created another route to get to us instead of going through that intersection. So we're going to have to see what happens next here. Alright. Alright, the enemy's taking their turns, so we're just going to have to wait patiently. Alright, a 40-tonner with a AC-2 on it. That's probably a Vulcan that just shot at us.
Commander.
Alright, now let's get to our fire starter here. Alright, so we want to... be creative here. So let's do a jump with our fire starter. And as I said, sometimes you just want to target the building that an enemy is on, so we're going to do that right now. Get some fall damage on the quick draw. We also hit it with our weapons. So that's a double win there.
Down, Commander.
Nice hits on that quick draw.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, we're going to push up our Thunderbolt just enough that it can
Moving,
shoot.
Commander.
Oh, okay, the Orion actually pulled back a little bit, so let's
Sending them.
hit this Orion.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Dragonfire, Dragonfire. What can we do with you? Alright, trying to get the Dragonfire to some cover. Actually, we can do this right
Let's make
here.
some bad decisions at high speed.
And we actually could do a precision strike. As I said before, I don't really care about salvage on a hostile, so I can shoot at the center torso. As Santa Claus said, you can either shoot at the head, which has a 15% chance, or the center torso, which is a 44% chance. If I cared about salvage, I would go for the head. But I don't really care about hostiles. I just want to get this enemy off the field as quickly as possible. So we're just going to go for a center torso strike here. Alright, nice hits on that hostile there in the center torso.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
And let's move our Thanos back into cover as well, behind that building. And again, we can do the same thing here. Go for the hostile. Alright, nice hits there.
Well, who needed salvage anyway?
Nice hits there on the hostile.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, Heliopis.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, we can hit the quick draw. We can hit the hostile. We can hit the dragon. We can hit the Orion. Actually, a really good chance to hit the Orion here, but that doesn't really help me that much. So we're going to do a Battle Lord, which increases our chances of a hit. And let's go ahead and hit this dragon here, creating more
Heat be
heat
damned, I'm firing everything.
in that area, which means any enemy that goes through these fireball areas are are going to take additional heat penalties. Especially if they keep walking through the heat like that dragon just did. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, we actually have a good opportunity here if we push our Grasshopper and our Thunderbolt across this lake. We can actually start flanking the enemy. So
Firing on target.
originally we thought the enemy was trying to flank us, but he's pulled back, so we can actually try flanking the enemy as well. Okay, Hostiles moving up. Just a little bit of damage on our Dragonfire. Nothing too serious there.
Something I can do.
Alright, our Cataphract. Alright, can go after this
Roger
hostile.
that.
Nice hits there.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Let's use the quick draw. Quick draw jumps down into the. Alright, we got another follow. Really appreciate that. Real for real. Real for really. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Alright, so the Orion takes some shots at our Thunderbolt. Nothing it can't handle. Another shot at the Thunderbolt. Alright, some more AC2 shots at our Thunderbolt from that probably. I'm almost certain that's a Vulcan.
Receiving you.
Alright, now.
Up high.
We're going to jump our fire starter into the rear arc of this hostile.
Confirm.
Hit it hard here. Nice hits there.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, so we're going to cautiously push up our Thunderbolt here.
Moving, Commander.
We're getting a benefit of cooling from the water, as you can see. Alright, we got an Orion, another Orion, and a 40-tonner in the back. Let's do a spam on this first Orion target. I'm happy just keeping this enemy force busy with my 2 mechs
I'm on the clock.
there
What do you want?
while we work on finishing up this enemy
All right,
force.
let's get down to it.
Alright, so we can shoot at the quick draw here or the hostile. I'm going to do a precision strike here on the quick draw. Let's take out one of its legs.
One attitude adjustment.
Hopefully.
Right
Or we'll completely miss the leg. Even though we did a precision strike on the leg,
who needed
we
salvage
completely missed
anyways?
what we were shooting at. It happens. Alright, we got some more enemies moving into that intersection over there. That's fine. We wanted to draw them into that intersection anyways, so that actually works out. By the way, I want to remind anybody, if they have any questions about what I'm doing or they have any suggestions, please feel free to jump into the chat room and join the conversation.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Let's pull back a little bit here with our Thantanos. And its hit percentage is much higher on the Austral, so we'll take the shots on the Austral. Of course, we missed with our most powerful weapon, but some good hits on the Austral there, just the same. The quick draw is overheated, so we'll see how much it fires. Alright, with most of its weapons there, let's see if that impacts him. Could have caused him a shutdown there, but
What do you need, Commander?
he's okay. Alright, so here's our artillery.
On the way, nice and slow.
Now, one of the beauties of artillery is it helps us make some strategic decisions. So we've got an enemy force that's coming into this area of this intersection, so we can actually target the ground in the intersection and put some more heat into that area. Nice hits there.
Commander, they're starting to smack me around pretty hard, and I could use some help.
So everything that goes through that intersection is going to take a lot of extra heat, which will help us strategically. Hey, Skewed One, thanks for joining us. We are playing a just a straight up battle here on a 4-skull mission, or actually a 3.5 skull mission on a 4-skull planet. My day has just started, and of course it's going well because I'm spending some quality time
On my way. Double time.
with our followers here on the stream. So we're having a great day, great morning to start out the day. All right, let's keep hitting this Orion.
Engaging. Target.
All right, nice hits on that Orion there. The other Orion is engaging us with its AC. That's fine. It missed.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
The Skewed One, have you spent any more time on the PlayStation 5?
Ready for orders.
I've been waiting for an update. All right, let's get the cataphract into some cover here behind these buildings. And let's see if we can get this quick draw off the map here.
Engaging.
Right, nice hits on that quick draw there.
Report. Quit.
And we got a knockdown. And we got an injury. Nice. A little bit of heat on the cataphract there, but we'll be fine. Skewed One said, "Oh, that would be a big negative. During the weekend, I barely have enough time to do much past sleep and work."
Ready for orders.
Well, hopefully on your when is your next day off that you can really spend some time working on that
Fire
PlayStation 5? That's what we want to know. That's what I'm really curious about. All right, let's see. Maybe we can finish off this Austral here with our fire starter. There we go. There goes the Austral.
Tango down.
One salvageable part, but that's okay. I don't really care about salvage on an Austral. Thursday is your next day off. Okay. Alright, there's that Vulcan. As you can see, it took the high ground.
Ready, Commander.
But there's a real catch-22 to that Vulcan taking the high ground. So let's
Moving, Commander.
let's go over that right now. So this Vulcan, if I shoot at it, it only has a 9% chance of taking it out. If I target the building that it's on, of course, I get a 99% chance of taking it out. So we're going to do some split fire here. We're going to target the building. We're going to target the Orion that we're fighting. Alright, now we have to figure out how much damage do I have to do to that building to make it fall. So we should be able to do 3 medium lasers and shoot everything else still at the Orion. And let's see what happens.
Spreading fire.
Okay. Oh, we didn't take out the building. That was very suspenseful. We should have taken out the building with 3 medium lasers. That's unusual. That's okay. We could fix that with our grasshopper with this next turn. And I'll show you what I was trying to do there. Alright, quick draws back on its feet.
I'm showing minor damage.
I'm on the clock.
Oh, good. So Monday through Wednesday, you can dabble here and there with your PlayStation. That's good. All right, let's pull back our Dragonfire here, and let's just clear. Let's do a precision strike here, just because we have one available, and let's just finish off this quick draw by taking out the second leg. Just a refresher to new players, if you take out an enemy mech's legs, they will be removed from the battle. So that's what we did there. Alright, so we've taken 3 enemies out, and we've taken no damage, significant damage ourselves. Alright, there goes our cover. That building just got wrecked by the enemy. Can you say war crime? That's a war crime right there. Oh, but as you can see, that rifleman, not only did he get overheated by being in the fire there, but he actually destroyed himself from a ammo explosion from overheating. So that's the real beauty of using our artillery in the correct way. And here you go. That dragon just overheated because it was walking through all of this fire. So this is why using the artillery correctly is so critical. Because now, this dragon is a sitting duck. Now, we could go for headshots here. Since the dragon is overheated, we might as well just go for headshots here. So we'll go for a headshot. There we go. We got a headshot, and it's pilot lethal damage. Pilot incapacitated, and there goes that enemy mech with 5 salvageable parts. So going back to Santa Claus's suggestion earlier, absolutely going for the headshot, especially when an enemy mech is shut down, is super
What do you
valuable.
need, Commander?
Alright, we got our artillery available, and we've wiped out the enemy that was over here already completely. So, where strategically is the best place for us to put some artillery fire? That is the crux of the next issue. So, alright, so we can target this Orion, or we can target that Orion. Let's go ahead and split the difference. So we're going to do a attack the ground in the middle of both of those targets. So hopefully we'll do heat damage to both of these targets. Let's see how it goes.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button?
There we
I
go.
love the Alpha
We
Strike.
destroyed
Man,
one
they're
of the
starting
enemy
to smack
mechs.
me around pretty hard, and I could use some help.
And we did damage to the second enemy mech with heat. So you don't always have to necessarily attack the enemy directly with artillery. You can try to find creative ways to do damage. Alright, so that other Orion is starting to overheat.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, let's get back to our grasshopper here.
On my way.
Alright, let's get back to that building. That building we were talking about earlier. So we're going to target that building again. We're also going to target the Orion. And we're going to make sure 2 medium lasers go into that building, which should finish off that building. So let's see what happens here.
Splitting fire.
Right, building falls down. that Vulcan takes a lot of fall damage. And we can still do some damage to the Orion there. Thank you for the follow. Crocodile Gaming, LOL. Really appreciate the follow there, Crocodile Gaming. Alright, so now we actually have a numerical advantage here. So now we can actually put the hammer down, be a little bit more aggressive. This Vulcan is unstable because it just fell off of a building, but it still has a lot of evasion. So we can do precision strike here to increase our chances of a hit. Still not the best. Still not the best chance of a hit, but we'll take the shot.
Target confirmed.
Oh, we lucked out. We got a hit there.
I can see why people enjoyed this line.
So, Askewed One, what's on the schedule today? You're just gonna watch some Twitch, maybe play some BTA, and then get some rest? What's the plan? Alright, our fire starter is way out of position now, so we'll just move it towards the enemy. Right, the Vulcan did not learn its lesson. It's going back on top of a different building. Sometimes the enemy is stupid. Alright. Alright, Thunderbolt. Alright, so let's do a multi-target again. We're going to shoot at that building that the enemy's on there with most of our weapons, but we'll shoot SRM-6s at the Orion here, along with a... yeah, we'll just leave that alone.
Ready, fire.
So again, we're going to hit the building. We're going to make that Vulcan fall down. And we did significant damage to the Vulcan, including a knockdown, because he fell off that building.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Let's push up our Dragonfire. Now that Vulcan is down on the ground.
Bad decisions at high speed.
I could get into starting Demon Souls, but I know that's something I want more than an hour or so to start in. So is Demon Souls, is that a new title for the PlayStation 5? Or is that a PC game?
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
Alright, there we go. We finished off that Vulcan. So now all the enemy has left is this one Orion.
Inform you I'm paid per kill.
Hey, we got 3 salvageable parts on that Vulcan. I'm not very excited about that. Got some hits on our Thunderbolt there.
Taking a beating, Commander.
We're definitely in the end game now here. To quote Tony Stark, we're in the end game now. Askew, let's see. Demon Souls is a remake of the PlayStation 3 game for the new generation console. Okay.
What do you need, Commander?
That sounds fun. Alright, let's push up our artillery. And let's do a precision strike. Actually, let's switch to direct fire. It's not as likely to hit, but the damage is much higher. So I think this is a good opportunity for a direct Inferno shot and a shape charge shot right into the Orion,
Heat
hopefully.
be damned, I'm firing everything.
Alright, good hits there. Plus 47 heat.
Good to go.
Alright, let's push in our Grasshopper.
Move into position.
We don't want to go so close that we are into the fire ourselves. Alright, we have another precision strike available. Let's see if we can take out one of the legs of this Orion.
Copy that.
Ooh, everything hit. Everything hit. Almost enough to take out that leg.
Solid.
Not
connection
quite
on
enough.
that one. Commander.
Alright, Can our cataphract get in range? No. We'll just have it flank
Roger that.
for the next round. Cataphracts are very underrated.
Yes, Commander.
I know they look a little ugly, but I'm telling you, cataphracts are very solid mechs for their tonnage.
Affirmative.
Okay, so Demon Souls started a whole sort of subgenre for third-person RPGs. I never had the opportunity to play the original. Okay, so this is going to be a brand new game for you, which is very cool. All right, can we hit that leg? No, I don't think we can hit the leg from here. No. All right, let's do percentage.
Locked on.
Precision strike right into the rear of this Orion. Wouldn't mind getting him to eject here.
Solid connection on that one.
He's stressed out.
Ready, Commander.
You would think, if I was facing 7
Moving,
enemy
Commander.
mechs and I was surrounded and outgunned, that would be when I'd be pushing the eject button myself. But this guy's clearly a good pilot. I would like to call him up and offer him a job if that was an option. We could just say, hey, how about you switch over to my team? I'll give you a $100,000 bonus and you can work for me. It's a win-win for everybody. Unfortunately, we can't do that, so this pilot looks like he wants to go down in a blazing flame. Oh, lethal headshot. Very nice. Lethal headshot, pilot incapacitated. One salvageable part. We destroyed that mech so badly that we only got one part out of it.
Mission successful.
Thank you for the follow, Glowlocks Marco. We're actually very close to going over 2,600 for our follows. In fact, we might be over it by the end of the stream. We should be. So I want to thank everybody who's followed us for that success. If it wasn't for you guys, I would just be sitting here by myself, talking to myself while I play. And that's probably not good for my mental health. Alright, so we'll take the Orion parts. That's really the only thing I'm excited about. I don't care about dragons. I don't care about Austals. I don't care about riflemans. So let's see if there's anything in the components that are worth grabbing here. It's a whole bunch of yuck. So I guess we'll take the dragon parts just as a default. Alright, so we got dragon, Orion, quick draw, rifleman, and some other components. Okay. Alright, a skewed one. I'd like to give you feedback on what our next mission is. And that goes for everybody else that's watching our stream. Feel free to jump into the chat room. Feel free when we are selecting a mission, if there's a mission that you want to see, go ahead and give us a shout out. Alright, so we got to do some mech repairs. I don't remember us taking significant damage there. No, we don't have it. Oh, that just means we can build something. So if you don't have any damage, but Yang says, hey, come to the mech bay, that means you can build something. Alright, so we can build an Orion here. It's a very solid additional mech for us to add to the mech bay.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Alright, so we got another Orion. We got an Orion to play with. Now the question is, what are we going to do with that Orion? So, let's dip into the mech bay, see what this Orion has. Alright, so we got an AC-10, SRM-4, SRM-4. This is not a very exciting Orion. I got to say, it's not a very exciting mech. Now, we can kit it out a little bit, but that would cost us some money. I don't know if this Orion is really worth building out. We're gonna stick a pin in that. We're gonna see. I mean, obviously, I can upgrade this Orion. The question is this version really worth spending a lot of time upgrading? No, it wasn't due to the one under construction. So anytime you don't have any damage and Yang says, hey, come to the mech bay, that means you have something you can build. Alright, so we can build a dragon here. I don't really care about a dragon, but the dragon we can sell. Alright, so let's take a quick look. It said it has some special armor, so let's take a look. See if that's armor we can use. Okay, so it has retro light plating. That's not really exciting. It does have a mech grenade launcher. Skewed One, have you really seen the value of this mech grenade launcher? It seems I've never really seen the value in putting it on one of my mechs. We're going to go ahead and just put that dragon into storage so we can sell it. All right, was there anything else we could put together here? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. All right. All right, let's pick another mission. Let's get right into it. All right, so we've got Pincer, which is a battle. We have Secure Borders, which is a battle. Leave the Mark, which is a destroy base. 5 skull. We'll probably save that for last. Capturing production, which is the capture base. Territorial claims. I'm inclined to do this Pincer mission. A Skewed One, what do you think? Which mission should we do? I like to give everybody input. So let's give everybody input on what mission we should do next. Encourage everyone to get involved in the chat room. And I want to remind everyone of our giveaway. If you follow us, you are entered into our... Oops, it will help if I spell that correctly. If you follow us, you're entered into our Funko Pop giveaway every month. So, Skewed One, any thoughts on which mission we should take here? I'd lean towards the territorial claims. Okay. All right, territorial claims. Destroy the base. Okay, we'll do the destroy the base mission. Why not? Let's max out the salvage. All right, so we'll take our Dragonfire, Thanatos, Heliopis, Grasshopper, Cataphract, Thunderbolt, Firestarter, Omni. Alright, I'm actually going to take the Thunderbolt out. We're going to take our HD Crab because it can actually act as a scout for us. So that would be valuable. We'll put Cold Fire in the Crab because it's an energy, he's an energy master. I think we need to take a junior pilot out. We need to start training up our tier C pilots. So let's take Tainted Loki and we'll put him in the Cataphract there. And let's deploy. All right, you load destroying bases. Hello, San Miguel. Thank you for joining us. San Miguel 1040. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us while you're making dinner. We really appreciate having more people stop into the chat room and say hello. You know, I could talk to myself all day, but it's much more fun to talk to everybody else. So, San Miguel, while this game is loading up, what are you making for dinner? And I find that when someone tells me what they're making for dinner, it tells me whether they're a family man or a bachelor. Because I remember my bachelor days when making dinner was warming up macaroni and cheese in the microwave. So now I'm more inclined to do work on the grill and make a true dinner. But back in the days when I was a bachelor, it was like, all right, what am I going to warm up in the microwave today? I remember the days as a bachelor when my freezer was full of frozen food and the fridge part of my refrigerator was limited to drinks, mainly soda, coffee drinks, energy drinks, and that was pretty much it. Oh, and some bacon or something like that. So it's definitely different once you have a family versus being a bachelor, in my experience. You could take a man out of the caveman, but you can't take the caveman out of a man, as I like to say. Alright, so assault the base and destroy enough of it to force Liao to abandon the location. We'd expect strong opposition. Be wary.
Hey,
Right.
Commander, how much do you think these apartments cost? I've always wanted to live downtown.
So here's the enemy facility. Doesn't look like we have turrets. Maybe we have turrets, maybe we don't. Alright, we have the base garrison, which is also located around the base. We have a destroy a support lance, which is coming up to reinforce the enemy. So
Yes, Commander.
this looks like we can make a straight run at the enemy here. Alright, so let's push up our fire starter. Let's actually jump the fire starter onto the building here.
Up high.
Fortunately, the enemy doesn't know how to target the buildings as much as we do. Alright, we got a catapult here. A catapult is always... Oh, and we do have turrets that we have to deal with. A catapult is always a great target to try to get off the field as quickly as possible. They have a lot of firepower, but they're very squishy. So
I hear ya.
that's why I love trying to get catapults off
turbo.
the map as quickly as possible. Alright, we got some good shots at the rear of the catapult here. Bad hit percentage, but we got a tag on it, so that's good.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's push up. Let's keep trying to... Even though our hit percent chances are low, we want to keep engaging this catapult because we've got shots to its rear. So if just a couple of these hit, will be significant damage to the enemy here. But no luck there. Alright, San Miguel, we're still waiting to hear what dinner is. What are you making for dinner? Everybody in the stream wants to know what San Miguel is making for dinner. Or at least I do. I don't know about everybody else. But the beauty of it is I'm the one with the microphone.
Hey,
So
watch the paint, pal.
let's see what San Miguel is making for dinner. Oh, we got a Crusader. That's some good salvage. Alright. We definitely have to jump our grasshopper now, because that building is taking a lot of damage. Alright, let's see what the catapult does. Well, it's going after the building. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, look at that!
I'm under heavy fire.
So only half of the building fell down. So our fire starter did not fall. That was lucky.
I'm on the clock.
All right, there you go, San Miguel. We want to know what you're making for dinner. Curious minds want to know.
Let's make some bad
All right,
decisions.
Santanos, what do you have to shoot at here? Oh, you got this Crusader. Okay, we'll take the shots at the Crusader.
Let's see.
No hit percent chance, but at least we hit the Assault Rifle. And some of the missiles. Okay.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, hopefully our friend San Miguel is going to let us know what he made for dinner.
Time to
if he's
pour on
going
the
to leave us
speed.
hanging, we're going to all spend the whole day wondering about what he had for dinner. Not really, but, you know, it's kind of funny. Alright, so... Alright, let's go ahead and do a Warlord here with our artillery. And go ahead and target this Crusader. Chances of the hit are not great, but we'll set up some fire damage there. Oh, actually we hit really good. Caused him some nice damage on that Crusader. Alright, this fire starter has... Oh, we lost our luck on that fire starter. And it fell down. Luckily it was not a tall building. But that actually does give us the ability to now go through this opening that just got destroyed. And get some shots in on this Crusader. So let's do that. Nice hits there. Structure exposed.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Cataphract. Let's push the Cataphract up.
Understood.
This is one of our brawlers. And we're going to keep hitting this Crusader, hopefully. Oh, we hit a building, and we hit the Crusader. That's a war crime. Eschewed One, can you keep track of all of our war crimes on this mission? Alright, let's move up our Firestarter Omni. Try to keep it evasive. We'll get vision on what enemies we have here. So we've got the Crusader, we've got a heavy shredder turret, we've got the catapult, and some buildings. Okay. Alright, so let's keep let's do precision strike here. So a catapult is one of those mechs that you really want to target its weapon housing, which would be the arms on the catapult. So let's see if we can take out some of the weapons on this catapult. Ah, nice hits there. We didn't do any damage to the weapons.
What can I do for you?
Yet. Alright, so let's push up our crab. We'll let our crab and our fire starter work on this catapult. Let's do some more laser spam. Oh, we ended up hitting our own fire starter. Thanks for that.
Reporting. Internal damage.
Oh no! The skewed one, I don't think we're going to find out what he was making for dinner. It's probably my fault.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
It's probably my fault that we're never going to know what he was making for dinner.
Let's make some bad decisions and
I take responsibility for that. Here he was. He just wanted to join the chat room, make an easy comment about what he's making for dinner, and I had to ruin it. I had to ruin it. All right, let's hit this Crusader.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
Oh, we got a Marauder in the background. That's nice. I think we're one part away from getting a Marauder. And I love my Marauders. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this Crusader. There we go. Like clockwork. We finished off the Crusader. Compound fracture. He's dead. I don't think we have to worry about a compound fracture. But we got 4 salvage out of that Crusader. That's nice. Alright, got a quick draw. As usual, our Firestarter Omni is getting beat up like it does every single mission.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, let's push up with our
Time to
artillery.
pour on the speed.
Alright. Let's put some artillery in on this catapult, because what that will do is increase the chances that it will overheat and have an ammo explosion.
Heat
So
be
that's a good
damned, I'm
target for
firing
us right
everywhere.
here. Oh, nice hits there, plus 45 heat.
That target's having a real bad day.
It's building character. What's building character? I gotta tell you, Skewed One, I have plenty
Damage
of
minimal.
room for building character.
Orders.
Incidentally, Skewed One was the winner of our last Funko Pop giveaway. Just want to remind everybody, every time you follow us, at a minimum, all you have to do is follow us to get a chance of winning a Funko Pop. The more you're involved with our channel, the more chances you have to win. And a Skewed One, your Funko Pop
Taking the shot.
is on its way to you, and it should be there by Thursday. So if you don't have it by, say, Friday of next week, let me know and I can look into it for you. But you should have it by Thursday.
On the move. Full speed.
I think you're gonna like it.
Roger that.
Alright, good hits on the catapult there. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt launchers. I gotta say, Skewed One, Thunderbolt launchers are mechs with Thunderbolts are probably my least favorite to deal with, because if they hit you at the right place at the right time with a Thunderbolt, it can be a big problem. The only thing I could think of that's equivalent to that is if someone shot you at the right place and the right time with an Arrow 4, you can have the same problem.
Receiving you.
Alright, we got to get this Firestarter evasive, because it is getting beat up, so we'll put it on top of the building here. We do not have vision. But what we can do is we can start working on destroying this base. So let's go after one of these
Locked on.
buildings in the base. There we go. One building down. You're learning that. I'm actually coming around to having them a little bit now. Having 6 on one mech. Are you talking about Thunderbolt launchers? Yeah, I mean, they could do some catastrophic damage.
Waiting on you, Commander.
If a Thunderbolt hits you and your armor is thin
Got it.
or has been destroyed at that location, Thunderbolts can do some serious damage. Alright, let's do Precision Strike here. Again, on the catapult, taking out those arms, which are the missile launchers, is always a good thing. So let's see if we can do that here. Alright, nice hit on that
When I
catapult.
shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
There goes half of his weapons.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Let's do that. Let's push up on this catapult again. And hit the catapult again.
One attitude.
Ooh, nice hits there. Right into the center torso of the catapult.
Well, I needed salvage anyway.
Wow, you have 6 Thunderbolt 5s on a Royal Griffin.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
That might actually be a nice build for a Griffin. Griffins are very hard to build as viable mechs. So I got to keep that design in mind. That's actually a really nice build that you came up with. Alright, we got the heavy shredder turret. We got a marauder. You know what? Let's go after this turret here. Let's just see if we can get rid of this turret. That's a really good build for a Griffin. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Oh wait, a dervish. That's a good build for a dervish too. That's a really good build for a dervish. You know, one of the things you really need to learn about this game is it's not the mech as much as it's how you use
What do you
it
need, Commander?
and the components that you put into the mech. They're so
On the
important.
way, nice and slow.
Alright, if you have a great mech with crappy components, you're not going to do that great. But if you have a bad mech that has really good components and you use good strategy, you can actually do well. Alright, so let's hit this Marauder with a Thumper and some Inferno. Try to overheat this
Heat
Marauder.
I'm firing everything.
Plus 31 heat. That's good. That's going to keep that Marauder out of the fight. Unless it decides to keep firing, and it might destroy itself if it does. Right. Yes, I know that quick draw is there, in case everybody's wondering. But it's probably the least dangerous thing on the field right now. But you know what? Let's walk across this fountain. And just let this quick draw know that we know it's there.
Copy that.
Hey, quick draw, we know you're there. Just saying hello there with a little love tap. Alright, so this catapult keeps firing even though it's overheating. It could very easily destroy itself. And right on cue, it destroyed itself. So that's why using Inferno sniper shots can be so valuable, because
Roger.
that we just literally cause that mech to destroy itself. Alright, we got more enemy reinforcements. Alright, this is turning into a real party.
Copy that.
Let's just get rid of this quick draw as quick as we can. Since we've got another enemy force coming in. More reinforcements. Alright, there's that Thunderbolt launcher. We've got to figure out where this next wave of enemy reinforcements is coming in. We've got a sizable enemy force that's pushing in on us. And at some point, ammo will start to become a problem, especially with our artillery. So we should probably get the job done, and then we'll have the option to evacuate if we want to. I think that's a song, Skewed One. It's my party, and I'll evacuate if I want to. I think that was a big hit back in the 60s. I might be paraphrasing. But they were playing Battletech back then, so it could have been a version of the song, maybe. Probably not. Alright, here comes that enemy wave of reinforcements. Trying to pick us apart with some LRMs.
Now who's dumb for having all the armor?
Ah, very good, Skewed One. You'd evac too if it happened to you. Thank you for indulging in my pun.
There.
I appreciate the support on a very lame joke of mine.
I can see why
Hey,
people enjoy
you know,
this
when you're
line of
streaming
work.
for 3 hours, sometimes it's fun just to spout a bunch of nonsense. Alright, let's do a jump here. One thing we can do is have our fire starter kind of focus on destroying the enemy base,
Locking on target.
while our other mechs focus on the incoming enemy. Alright, so there goes another building
Target destroyed.
for the enemy facility. Oh, he thinks in song a lot. Yes, it actually drives my son crazy when I will constantly, if he'll say something
I hear you.
that is related to a song in my head and then I start singing the song to him, it drives him nuts, which is part of the reason why I do it. You know, for example, heaven forbid he brings up ice in some conversation, immediately he gets a chorus of Ice Ice Baby, much to his frustration, since he's a moody teenager who thinks his dad is lame. When his dad starts singing a song to him, he gets even more annoyed. So
There's more where that came
that's
from.
part of the fun.
I'm on the clock.
Right,
What
I was
do you
trying to finish off that quick draw
want? All right, let's get down to it.
with that center torso strike. It didn't quite work out. Alright, let's get rid of this Thunderbolt launcher if we can, because that thing is
One attitude
annoying.
adjustment coming by.
There goes that Thunderbolt launcher.
If they really cared about this facility.
Oh yeah, you're behind that a lot, yes. Anytime a teenager and or millennial says something I do is annoying, I make sure to do that as much as possible. Right, that Marauder just overheated and destroyed itself. Again, our Inferno artillery basically just took an enemy out just by setting up a situation where it gets destroyed.
Let's make
I
some
gotta
bad
say, I
decisions
love
high
using
speed.
Inferno artillery to cause an enemy to suicide. It's fantastic. Let's do a multi-target here. Go after the quick draw a little bit, but I want to go after that building as well. Alright, everything else can go after the quick draw here.
And for my next trick, a stunning display of ineptitude.
Alright, there goes our objective.
LZ Commander.
So now we have the ability to evac if we want to. Yeah, we only probably got one piece out of that Marauder, but I think I was one piece away from getting a Marauder, so that might work out okay. We'll see.
Now who's done for
Alright, go walk the dog. We'll be here.
What do you
When you're-
need,
when
Commander?
you're back. Alright, so we need to figure out where that the enemy reinforcements are coming from. Alright, so they're coming from there. Okay. So one thing we can do, I've talked about how we use the
On the way,
artillery
nice and slow.
strategically. So let's give another example here. So again, we're going to target the ground, and we're going to target the ground in the direction of where the enemy is coming from, especially since we could set this whole area of trees on fire, which will help us in the long run.
Taking the shot, Commander.
So we're going to start a
Don't
whole
worry,
fire
don't
over
worry.
there.
I'm okay. They
Which is
barely
going to
touched
benefit us as the enemy moves to attack us.
I'm here.
Alright. Speaking of attacking the enemy, love to just get rid of this quick draw, because it's been annoying me for far too long. Quick draw, go boom. Alright,
Down.
that works for us.
I've been sensor locked. Aye, aye.
Alright, Cataphract. Let's push up, but stay in the water.
Going full
Because
throttle.
you have to manage your heat a little bit here. And let's see if we can't take out or start taking out this heavy shredder turret.
Copy that.
Ah, probably should have saved that Gauss rifle shot for something else. Dang nabbit. Dang nabbit.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Well, it looks like somebody's an asshole.
Alright, here comes the next enemy force, as talked about. They're gonna
They've
go,
got a sensor
but
lock
they're
on
gonna
me.
go through our inferno to get to us, which is good. We don't have to move towards the enemy here. We can actually
I just dropped
simply
my coffee.
defend this
I'm
area
fucking angry.
and force the enemy to come to us. Alright. Little LRM spam, nothing we can't
I see
handle.
why people enjoy this line of work.
Alright. So we got a Gauss turret and a heavy shredder turret. Let's actually hit this heavy shredder turret.
Firing on target.
It's a bigger threat. That Gauss turret is not going to be a threat to us unless we go over to that other side of the map, because it can't shoot through those buildings and hit us because we're at a lower level. There's a light Gauss shot at us. Alright, so we're kind of getting a feel for what the enemy has. So we've got 8 enemies bearing down on our 7 mechs.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So how do we want to skin that cat?
No sweat.
Alright, so we got the Gauss turret here. Now the tricky thing is, if you can shoot the enemy can shoot you. So now we probably should get rid of this Gauss
Special delivery.
as quickly as possible. We don't want that Gauss turret shooting into our flank while we deal with this new enemy force,
I've been
sizable enemy force coming at us.
I'm on the clock.
Looks like both enemy forces have merged and are now coming at us
Let's make
as
some
one
bad
unit,
decisions
one
at high speed.
company, basically. All right, let's pursue a multi-target here. See if we can get rid of both of these turrets.
And for my next trick, a stunning display of ineptitude.
Not enough on that Gauss turret. Or the shredder turret. Probably should have just targeted one of those 2 turrets. Alright, we got a sizable enemy force coming in now. So we're gonna have to do one of my favorite things, which is a fighting retreat. We don't necessarily... We're not going to necessarily evac here, but what we're going to do is we're going to pull back, give ourselves, nasty hits on our grasshopper here.
Armor breach.
We have to make a decision about what is the smartest thing to
Well,
do
it
here.
looks like somebody's an asshole.
Right, so where's our evac zone? Of course, not in the best spot. So we're actually going to be better off just defending here. So let's do that. Alright, so probably the best thing for us to do here, to be honest, is to work on finishing off its turrets. We don't have to fight the turrets and the enemy force. Now, part of the challenge here is the enemy force is actually coming in all at the same time. So we've got 8 mechs coming at us at the same time. So we can't necessarily put the hammer down on one group at a time. Alright, and we're running low on artillery.
On the way, nice and slow.
So that's a concern. So again, we're going to use our artillery. We're going to attack the ground. And we're going to set up another area of Inferno that the enemy is going to have to walk through to get to us.
Well, looks like they know we're here.
Alright, Grasshopper. Let's push up a little bit, and let's just get rid of this heavy shredder turret, hopefully. There we go. Alright, so now the turrets are out of the way. So now we've got 8 enemies coming at us. We have 7 mechs.
One less turret.
And it's going to all be about... Now, they're going to be going through this Inferno area, so they're going to be suffering some damage. Hold on one second.
Ready for orders.
Alright, so we have to set up our defense here. There's not a lot of cover, obviously, so let's actually start working on setting up a battle line. And hopefully we can engage these enemies as they push through the Inferno. Ouch, ouch. Alright, that was some artillery.
Who's done for having all the
That was some artillery.
Okay. That was really bad. Systems.
We need to start working towards figuring out what we're up against here. Let's actually start moving the fire starter to where he can start flanking.
They've got
That's a lot of enemy firepower coming our way. Alright, so we do have our crab here, and our crab is really good at taking damage.
Got it. Max
For
speed,
its
no
tonnage.
shooting.
So let's push the crab up a little bit. And we'll brace.
They've got a lock on me.
It's fine. Our crab's got full armor,
What do you want?
and it's really good at taking damage. So let's. Right, we're going to set up at the start of this Inferno zone here, and then we're going to do fighting retreat back as the enemy moves towards us. There's an Orion going after our crab. That's fine. The crab is there to actually soak up enemy fire.
And I'm fucking angry.
Because that HD crab can take a pounding. Alright, we got more enemies moving in through the area of heat. Anna Pero, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that.
Well, it looks like somebody's an asshole.
Alright.
Let's make some bad
Alright, let's start
decisions.
going after the enemy that we can see, which is the Orion here. The Orion already has some damage. Ooh, alright, so it already has structural damage to one of its legs. So let's see if we can get a knockdown here. That would slow the enemy down a little bit. Close.
Well, who needed salvage anyways?
Very close. Alright, we got a grasshopper. Again, they're attacking the crab, which is by design.
Minimal damage, Commander.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, Heliopis. Here we
On
go.
the way, nice and slow.
Alright, so we want to both attack an enemy and cause long-term damage to the enemy around it. So we're actually going to do a Battle Lord here. And we'll engage the Orion, which will further
Be damned,
increase
I'm
the amount
firing
of
everything.
fire damage in that area. We got a knockdown
That
on
target's
the
having a
Orion
real
by
bad
taking
day.
out its leg. Beautiful. So now we're kind of developing a moat of fire that the enemy has to fight its way through before it can get to us, which will give us a significant advantage over them as they deal with heat issues.
Good to go.
Let's push up our grasshopper.
On my way.
Let's engage the enemy that we can take out, especially if it's on the ground. Let's see if we can finish off this Orion. Not quite, but we did a lot of damage there.
Scored a critical hit.
Alright, there's some more artillery.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry.
Yes, Commander.
Nothing we can't
That
handle.
hit something important.
Right, the cataphract, I want to start moving it. We have a lot of enemies over on the left side right here. I'm gesturing like you can see my hand. Actually, you could. Right here. So I'm going to put the cataphract in a position where I can engage them next round. But this round, let's see if we can just finish off this Orion. There we go. One enemy down. So now the numbers are 7 against 7. But we don't want to just charge in because we want to do as much damage to them with as little damage to us. Alright, so let's actually push in a little with our fire starter here. And see if we could do, let's do a tag on this grasshopper. Not really worried about hitting, no, we missed completely. All of our weapons missed. That was rough. Again, they keep targeting our crab, and our crab is really there just to absorb damage because he's got that HD armor.
Good to go.
Alright, so we'll push up the crab a little bit, just one spot. Let's do precision strike with the crab here. And let's go after the leg of this grasshopper. Good hits there, and we got a tag on the grasshopper. Alright, again, they keep going after the crab, but that's fine. The crab is there to take the
That was a
damage
heavy hit, Commander.
and protect the other mechs. That's what its whole role is in this fight right now. Alright, let's move our Dragonfire into the water so we'll get some cooling benefits. And let's do a precision strike. Let's go after that leg again. If we can get a knockdown on this grasshopper, that would be really nice. Let's see what happens here. Yes. Okay, so grasshopper lost its leg, and it's going to get knocked down, and it's going to fall into the heat of the fire. All good things.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, Santanos. Let's also move into
All right, let's get down to it.
the fountain so we get a little bit of cooling. And we're going to do a precision strike, or not even a precision strike because he's on the ground, but we're going to go for the leg of that grasshopper.
Attitude adjustment.
Nice hits on the leg of that grasshopper there.
What do you need, Commander?
Okay, artillery. Alright, artillery, as
On the
usual,
way, nice
we're
and
not going to
slow.
necessarily engage the enemy that we're shooting at with, or we have vision on. We're again going to attack the ground where we think the enemy is. As you can see, they're there and there. So let's drop some Inferno right in the middle, along with some HE rounds from the Thumper.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
Alright, so we're going to cause some
Commander,
damage.
they're starting to smack me around pretty hard,
Even
and
more
I
to
could
this
use some
enemy
help.
force right here. They're surrounded by fire. Alright, our crab is taking some hard hits, but
Okay,
again, that's
that
what
was
it's there for.
bad. Receiving.
Crabs are great at taking damage. Alright, so we're going to slowly start to retreat. Give up ground for time. At the same time, we'll keep going after this grasshopper that's on the ground,
Locked on.
hoping for an ejection or take out both of his
Orders.
legs. Alright, let's actually, we'll move up our cataphract here,
All right. Full
because
speed.
it's also a good brawler, and I want it to be able to take some fire from these wet mechs here and slow them down. And again, we're going to see if we can finish off this grasshopper.
Acknowledge.
Alright, there we go. Grasshopper's down.
Ah, I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Nice to see you back, Skewed One. We're still fighting this enemy force. Alright. This large enemy group of reinforcements that's coming in after we destroyed their base. So we've set up basically a moat of Inferno rounds here, so we could do damage over time to these enemies. Oh, there's a Lao Hu. I think we're one piece away from putting one of those together. That's actually a really nice support mech, if you
Commander?
put the right equipment on it. Alright, our crab has been taking some hard hits, so let's actually pull our crab back slightly.
Coordinates received.
And I'm actually going to do a vigilance here. So we're going to take away, put it in an entrenched position, which is really good for that HD. Alright, here comes a cataphract. Now see, those enemies are taking heat plus heat from all of this
Minimal damage on
Inferno.
that hit.
So now it's over the red line just by shooting its weapons. So that's the beauty of us using the Inferno artillery over time. Alright, let's move our Dragonfire here.
Alright, let's get down to
Let's
it.
see what we got shots at. We got shots at a hostile, which is overheated, thanks to the Inferno. Cataphract, which is overheated. And the Lao Hu here, which is overheated. Let's actually do a precision strike here. on the Lao-Hu. As you can see, and I'm pointing this out to people who are new to the game, when you see this cross-hatched data, that tells you that there's already structural damage to the enemy mech at those locations. So we're going to target that leg for a precision strike.
One attitude adjustment counts.
And there you go. We just took out the leg, which is going to drop that mech down, which is going to lose initiative, so it's going to lose a turn. Or its turn is going to be pushed back. Plus we have a pilot injury. And now it's baking in the heat of that Inferno round. Alright, we're taking shots at our cataphract there. That's okay, the cataphract has been positioned there to take the damage. And that enemy just overheated itself from the Inferno. More enemies moving in on the cataphract. That's okay. It's there to absorb the damage. That's what it's for.
What do you want?
Alright, Santanos. Alright, let's push you up.
Alright, let's get down.
We've got a mech on the ground, which means we instantly target that mech. We'll go for the center torso here. There we go. There goes that Lao-Hu.
I'm legally obligated to inform you I'm paid per kill.
Right now it's literally 5 against 7. We have a significant numerical advantage. The enemy is overheating from walking around in our moat of fire that we've set up. Alright, I need to be careful with our fire starter. It's taking a lot of damage.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, our MVP of the game, the Heliopis here, never gets the credit for all the damage it's doing here, but let's see. Alright, let's actually hit this Oscul here. And we're going to switch to shape charges because that enemy is currently shut down. We're also going to do precision strike to increase the chances of the hit, and we're going to go for the hit.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
There we go. Took him out
That's
with
one
our
more
artillery.
bad guy off the board.
Nice job there. When you figure out how to use artillery effectively in this game, it is really a game changer. Alright, Cataphract's taking some hits.
What do you need?
We're going to have to push that back at our next opportunity. Let's push up our Cataphract, our Grasshopper here, sorry. And we'll start hitting this Cataphract, which is red hot from all that inferno that it's walking through.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we'll pull the Cataphract back. We can actually move it behind this building here. Take it out of direct fire for a round. Your mechs do not have to fire every round. That's kind of a misnomer. You don't actually want that to happen. So we're going to actually move our fire starter behind a building for the same reason. So take it out of the
Waiting for orders.
potential of being shot here. Alright, we're going to actually push up our crab again, now that it's fully stabilized. And we can do some laser spam on this Cataphract.
Got it.
And that Cataphract is now shut down
I'm on
due to the
clock.
heat,
What do you want?
which makes it an excellent target. So we'll push up with our Dragon Fire. We can do a precision strike here. And let's go for one of the legs of the Cataphract. Oh, an enemy just blew itself up
I'm on the
in the
clock.
back,
What do you
even
want?
though I don't think it even shot at us. Or it might have been the mech that was shooting the artillery at us. But either way, it destroyed itself by continuing to fire while it was
An
overheating.
attitude adjustment counts.
There goes the leg on that cataphract. So we'll get knocked down here.
Well, who needed salvage anyway?
We only have 3 enemies left, and one of them is down on the ground. So this battle is shaping up to be quite a one-sided affair, all because we use strategy correctly. Orion's going after our crab there, that's fine. The crab's got great
taking a pounding,
armor
Commander.
because it's the HD, and as you can see, that enemy overheated.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, Heliopus.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, let's go after that Orion that is already overheating with some Inferno.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love the Alpha Strike button.
Got a building. There's another war crime. Alright, that crab is taking some more pounding. That's fine.
That hit hard.
Yeah.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry.
Let's push up with our grasshopper. Almost has all of his armor. And let's see if we can finish off this cataphract.
Attacking from position.
Jolene 15, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that.
Reporting critical hit. Standing by.
Cataphract has damage to its leg, but let's push it up.
Copy
It'll
that.
still have cover from that Orion, but we can get some fire into this cataphract. So let's see if we can finish that cataphract off. Almost.
I think I hit something good.
He's panicked now.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Scrub, can you finish off that cataphract?
Acknowledged.
Go for the leg.
Confirmed.
There goes the cataphract.
People enjoying this line of work.
Very nice.
Commander?
Let's push our... Ooh! Okay, it's a Heliopus. That's what was giving us all the artillery fire.
Sprinting.
Alright, let's push up our crab. Alright, let's do precision strike onto the leg of this Heliopus.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
And we'll push up the dragon fire here.
Let's make some bad decisions.
When the enemy
at high
puts
speed.
its artillery in an exposed position, we have to take advantage of that by attacking that artillery as hard as we can. Oh, there goes another building. That's another war crime. Alright, this Orion might destroy itself here by firing while it's super overheated. Let's see. Nope. Nope.
I'm on the clock.
I was
What do you
wrong.
want?
Alright. Let's push up our
Let's make some
Thanos.
bad decisions at high
Again, we're going to
speed.
go after the enemy artillery. Oh, no. We're going to go after the Orion because the hit percentage is much better on the Orion. Okay, good hits
What do you
there.
need, Commander?
Our Heliopus is
On the way, nice and slow.
going to move up. And let's drop some firepower on this Orion, which will overheat both mechs. Very nice.
Commander.
Let's send the grasshopper into this flank. Keep working on
Locked
that
on
Orion.
target. Yeah.
And we'll do the same thing with our Cataphract. And we'll keep engaging that Orion.
Acknowledged.
And we got knocked down on the Orion. That's good.
No Gauss rifle.
Alright, that's the last of our Gauss rifle shots on that from that Cataphract. That's fine. Alright, let's see what the Heliopus does. It's overheated. It's really risking an explosion here by shooting while it's overheated. Let's see what happens.
This isn't looking too good.
Oh, he shut himself down.
Critical.
Ah, I can see why people
Okay.
enjoy.
Standing by.
Alright, fire starter Omni. Let's keep
Switching
jumping
off.
and sniping. Let's actually see if we can finish off this Orion here.
Copy that.
There we go, there goes the Orion.
One left target.
4 salvageable parts. We're gonna get some good salvage out of this mission
Good
for
to go.
sure. Alright, our crab is unsteady. Normally I would give it a round off. However, we are so close to finishing this mission, I'm just gonna go ahead and push ahead in with the crab. Normally I should have just stabilized there. Hopefully it won't come off to kill us, but we have
Alright,
one
let's get
enemy
down
left
to it.
and we have multiple shots at it because it is shut down.
One attitude adjustment coming.
So it's not going to be able to shoot at us right now because it's overheated and shut down.
Well, I needed salvage anyways.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Alright, so it's in the process of starting up again.
What do you want?
So we won't get the free shot, so we'll do a precision strike here, go after the leg.
One attitude adjustment.
The leg into the abyss.
Well, I need...
And we got a knockdown.
What do you need, Commander?
Move up our Heliopus. And we'll do shape charges. We'll do Battle Lord here. And we'll go for the leg of the
Heat be
Heliopus.
damned, I'm firing everything.
Nice hits there.
That target's having a real bad day.
Waiting for orders. Roger.
Alright, let's go for the leg.
Target.
It might just destroy its engine here. We'll see what happens.
Good to go.
Nice hits there. Our Cataphract is really taking a pounding on this mission. But we haven't lost any components yet. Let's go for the legs. Again.
Engage.
Good hits there. You think at some point this
I can see why
pilot would
people
eject.
enjoy this line of work.
This will probably
Roger that.
finish him off, one way or the other. No!
Target's taking a critical hit.
No! I thought he would have at least
Waiting for
ejected
orders.
there. Alright, Crab, can you
Got it.
finish him off? See if you can hit that last
Firing on
leg.
target.
To the leg armor. There we go.
Gotcha.
One part? All that work just for one part. Okay. Alright.
Mission
successful. That was quite a battle. Quite a battle. Alright, let's look at our salvage real quick, and then we will end this stream after that battle. I can't think of a better way to end the stream. We destroyed multiple enemy waves with minimal damage to us. Hey! Perseverus 1, thank you for joining us. Hate to say it, but we're just about to end our stream, unfortunately, but nice to see you here. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Perseverus is working through Road Tech. So if you're interested in watching a Road Tech playthrough, I suggest that you check out his streams. And just a reminder to everyone out there, we play BattleTech Advanced every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So if you missed us this playthrough and you're watching this on a replay or on YouTube, we play every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week for your BattleTech enjoyment. Let's see what salvage we got out of this mission. Alright, we got a little damage to our grasshopper, a little damage to our fire starter, but look, these kills don't do justice. We destroyed at least 20 mechs, if my math is between mechs and turrets, we destroyed 20 enemy mechs on that mission. So those numbers do not add up. As you can see from the components, look at all these lovely components and mech parts that we have from that mission. We destroyed a lot of mechs. Alright, what did we get that I want to get a part of? Let's see. I want to get the Lauhu parts. And I wanted this Marauder part. Yeah, we'll take more Lauhu parts, actually. Alright, so we got a Crusader, Grasshopper, Lauhu, Marauder, Hostile, Quick Draw, and a whole bunch of components as well. So, nice battle there for sure. Want to thank everybody for being a part of that battle. And thank you for being a part of our community and our stream. So, once again, just a reminder, if you give us a follow, you're entered into our Funko Pop giveaway each and every month. We give away one Funko Pop mailed directly to you at no cost. So if you enjoy Funko Pops or if you just like free stuff, give us a follow. It's real simple. Just one of our small ways of giving back to our community because we appreciate all your time. All right, let's check the mech bay. Let's see what we have to do. Let's get things prepared for tomorrow, where we will continue this adventure. All right, we need to repair our grasshopper. That takes 1 day, no problem there.
Logged and noted.
All right, we gotta
Shouldn't be too
refit
hard.
our cataphract. Should just be some minor repairs here. Oh, we lost some Gauss ammo. That blows. Alright, there we go. 1 day of repairs and our cataphract will be back in the line.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Fire starter needs a day of repairs. So, given all of the salvage that we got there, that was a pretty low-cost mission for all the salvage we got. Let's see what we can put together here before we end the stream. All right, what do we have? Oh, we have a Lauhu we can put together, so let's do that.
Ready to fight, Commander.
The Lao Hu, which is Chinese for tiger, is based on the Thunder battle mech and is designed to correct perceived flaws in the Thunder by using new technologies available to the Capellan Federation. Lao Hu is a lightweight endosteel that carries a 375 XL engine, which gives the mech a top speed while sacrificing some survivability for more free weight and heavier weapons. The 3C is intended to be on par with its enemies at long range. The mech has replaced its AC-20 with a powerful Gauss rifle. Hey, you know how much I love Gauss rifles. Additionally, the C3 removed its LRM-15 in favor of 3 LRM-5 launchers, giving it the same firepower but allowing it to spread over a greater number of targets. I don't like that. Alright, so we've got the Lao Hu. We can put together a Marauder. That's nice. One of my favorite mechs.
That mech you asked for is cleared for
Alright. Alright, so let's see what we can do with the Lao Hu now that we put it together. Alright, so what do we have? We've got the Gauss rifle, which is always nice. We've got these LRMs. We're going to take those out. It already has an XL engine, so that's a really nice perk. And it has multi-track, which grants multi-shot pilot ability to pilots that don't already have the ability. Alright, so this grants multi-target. So if we have a pilot that doesn't have multi-target, we put him into this and suddenly he can do multi-target. So we're going to take these LRM launchers out because those are garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Take out that LRM ammo. It's not a good use of our tonnage right there. Alright, we have the endosteel, so that's giving us a lot of tonnage to work with. Alright, let's put in some ferrofibrous to give us some further tonnage to play with. Alright, so what are the key attributes of this mech? What do we want to play the strength to? So the multi-targeting and the fact that it can carry a lot of energy weapons and a lot of missiles. So let's look at missiles for this. Let's see what we have available. Alright, we can go SRMs, but I think we'll get more bang for our buck. Yes, we have an MRM-20. Let's put that sucker in there. And let's see. We've got an MRM-10. Alright, Skewed One, if you have any feedback on what we should do here. I like the MRM-20. I wish we had a little bit more tonnage to play with. That is the hard part. You know what? Let's take out this ER large laser. And we'll just throw... let's leave the missiles off right now. So that gives us some nice tonnage to play with. So what if we do MRM-10? Alright, so that gives us MRM... Or we could go with some LRMs. Because we do have this LRM-20 available. I'm actually liking that. I'm liking that because it's a clan LRM-20. I'm not a huge LRM fan, but I actually think this could work. Or we could go, Let's put our MRM ammo in first while I think about this. Alright, so let's put in our MRM ammo. Right, so 200 shots. So that gives us 10 rounds of MRM ammo. That should be enough. That should be enough for the MRM. Now, what if we... go with a reloading rocket launcher 20 and another reloader rocket launcher 20. That's a lot of firepower. Now remember, the reloading rocket launcher 20s only give us 2 shots and then we're done. So I think that's a good start. We've got 2 tons left. So we got the Gauss rifle that could shoot long range. We got the MRMs and the RL-20s that can shoot close range. Let's see. I think we should go AMS here. AMS. And AMS ammo. And then we have... we're still doing really good for heat here. So, do we want to do... do a... let's not get too technical. Let's just do medium laser. We'll put the additional armor tonnage into armor. This looks like a really solid fire support build. So we've got the Gauss rifle for long range, and then we can go in for brawling with our rocket launchers. I think this is a pretty solid build for a 75-ton mech. Any feedback, a skewed one, before I lock this in? I think this is a really good build. Let's see. We can also put in a... we'll put in a comm suite. Just so we get the bonus for resolve. And I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good build. So we'll put that in. Alright, Skewed One, you want to give me some feedback on this Marauder as well? Let's try building out this Marauder. Alright, so this is the the 3R. Although most Marauders are pretty much the same. Yeah, I mean, the rocket launcher is really designed to be... now, the reloading rocket launcher, it's not that bad because it gives a lot of firepower for those... let's see, the R3 might be tough. Alright, so let's see what we can do on this R3. Alright, let's look at our... we can put an XL engine in. Also put in a heatsink kit. All right. Actually, I should have done this the different way. Let's. All right. So let's take out the heat sinks. Heat sinks. All right, so let's max out our tonnage first and foremost. So let's do Retrolight plating. This might not be a bad mech to put the PPC capacitor in. Yeah, let's put in the PPC capacitor. Give us a little bit more firepower. Alright, now we got to deal with our heat. Alright, let's put double heat sink here, double heat sink here, double heat sink here, double heat sink here. Alright, so that gives us solid energy conservation. Do we have any better PPCs? Yes, we do have a clan PPC. Let's put that clan PPC in here. I don't have any heat banks or exchangers right now. That is unfortunately true. I do not have one. So we get +1 initiative because it's a command mech. We're going to take out this ERPPC and put in our regular PPC. We'll put in the ERPPC. That's going to give us a little boost on firepower. Now, don't have any support mounts. I like to put AMS on Marauders when I can. Alright, so let's look at our options for an AC. Or we could put a Gauss on this. Let's see, 15. Yeah, let's take off the AC5. AC5. We'll move the heat sinks onto the arms. There. And we'll put a Gauss rifle on. With 2 rounds of Gauss. Alright, that gives me 2 more tons that we can play with. I'm actually inclined to put the extra tonnage into durability here. I think let's max out the armor. Alright. Yep, Gauss is always nice. So this is actually a great sniper build for us because it's got ERPPCs, 2, including a clan ERPPC, and a Gauss rifle. So this thing is a sniper build all the way. And I like it quite a bit. Anything else you think we could do with this one, a skewed one? We don't have any more tonnage to play with. I think this is a pretty solid... we can put in an armored cowl. No, we can't, because it is a command mech. I could put in a comm suite. No, because it already gets a buff for comms. I think this is a pretty good build for the Marauder. I like this. I'm pretty happy with that build.
Logged and...
Alright, so then the question is,
Be too hard.
now that we've added some of these mechs, are there some mechs that we aren't going to use because we don't want to pay for maintenance on mechs that we're not going to use? I'm not going to use this Orion, so we'll just put that into storage. And I don't like this guillotine that I put together. I just don't like it. So we're actually going to put the guillotine into storage as well. Move up the Lahu and the Marauder. I like to put my mechs in tonnage order. I'm a little neurotic that way, but I find it's very useful to put these in by tonnage. that. Crap. Oh, no. There. All right. So I think we've significantly upgraded our firepower with the Laohu and the Marauder edition. We also have an Atlas that's about to be completed. So let's manage our tasks here. We have the Atlas, Laohu, the Marauder. So things are looking good for future streams. And on that note, we're actually going to end the stream, and we'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on these